amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. So far so good. More Nigerians are really indicating interest, ahead of the 2027 general presidential election. Now, it appears that, there are complaints from different, quarters, especially from the opposition with regards to the registration being done by INEC. Now, it has gotten to the point where some people, even, an audit firm has offered, to do a forensic audit of the registration being done by INEC. Now, people are alleging, inflation or some form of malpractice being done by INEC to aid rigging come 2027. As I speak to you, the obedience camp, people who have reacted have even started tagging Peter Obi to the whole thing that is happening and saying, oh, the opposition really need to look into this because this thing is really going to cause chaos, in 2027. Now the ADC is not left out because they said, oh, we are not going to accept what INEC is doing with this whole registration stuff. Look at the figure from the north, look at the figure from this. INEC really need to come and explain. Even though in one of the report, INEC said, oh, it's usual, it's a norm. We had the same thing happen in the past and all that. But people are not buying this because people feel like, okay, this is the beginning of the whole plan and plot by the APC and the INEC to help rig the 2027 election. Now I'm going to report, the grievances being registered by the opposition parties has been carried out by the media outlets, and of course show you how people have been reacting to this. But before that, let me first of all show us this video where Mama P, a very prominent obedient, has come out, to talk to Jonathan, Amechi, and of course Atiku Abubakar, these individuals who are so interested in running for the 2027. Mind you, Amechi just recently said, oh, I'm not stepping down for anybody, let Nigerians decide. But Mama P is not having that, so I'm going to show you the video and then we'll be back.
Instead of any of you to contest 2027, Kukuma leave the seat for Tinubu. No need to go to the polls and fool yourselves. I dey fear una. I said it is what it is. Instead of any of you to contest 2027, no need to fool yourself, Jonathan. No need to fool yourself, Amechi. No need to fool yourself, Atiku. All of you should go and sit down. Make Tinubu complete the 8 years of suffer. We no fear that break join the pain where we dey go through right now. And no people will not want to say, but that's the freaking truth. You all know that the momentum is around Peter Obi. You all know that Peter Obi is the only opposition of the day. When they say "Gbe" just now, before 9 o'clock from when the election don't finish, you all know. But instead of you to rally round around him, you want to be a politician. You want to permutate and gravitate. Epa, we done your money, go sit down. Coalition team ADC, if you will now give Peter Obi the ticket, all of you should scatter. Go and sit down. Now you have no zone presidency to where it should be. No PDP don't try zone is going to the south. You people are still confused, moving about like devil seeking for what to devour. If you know you will not be focused, leave us in this suffering. Don't raise our hopes high. That Peter Obi, for you to come out as vice president, do not come outside. Nobody go vote. Never seen set of politicians that hate their countries like Nigeria politicians. You people know the solution. Rather beat around the bush. Why people die? I don't know, this video is gonna offend virtually everybody. I don't care. My message this morning is simple. If you people will not support the flag bearer of the masses, y'all motherfuckers need to go and sit down. In fact, if you people insist and contest, here we take it that you have been paid to destabilize the masses. Yes, so whatever I'm saying is my thoughts and my thoughts only. Not even trenches thoughts. Now my thoughts. If Atiku insists that after 4 times of trying and failing, if Jonathan comes out at this point and say wants to contest, you could step down for Buhari, but you cannot step down for a Peter Obi. And you know clearly the masses is with the
Frankly speaking, the whole mass support is for Peter Obi. And one would expect that, okay, if these people actually clamor for a better Nigeria, then the person that the masses are in support of, majority of the masses are in support of, is a person that they will just rally around and give the support to. But it's quite unfortunate that that's not what we are seeing. It is their right and their right to contest, though. It is their right. So I cannot even come and start shouting at them, you have to step down, you have to do this. No, they can go ahead and contest. You see this whole talk about we cannot afford to divide the votes. Atiku need to support Peter Obi, or Peter Obi need to run with Atiku Abubakar so that the vote will not be separated. I don't believe in that rubbish. Frankly speaking, I do not believe in it. Peter Obi vote was stolen even in 2023 to also add to the one of the other persons. So if the needful can be done, which is the INEC, I do not think we'll have problem. So INEC is basically our problem. INEC is the one that will inflate results, as also aside from allegedly stealing from the mass, from the vote of the person that the masses will give the most vote. So the biggest problem is the INEC. See, it is their right to contest. In fact, I do not even want this whole zoning thing. In my opinion, no, I don't want it. It's more like it's one of the reasons why we keep having this whole division. So if we truly see ourselves as one, then there is no point. If you are competent enough, you know you are good for, you are fit for the job, pick up a form, come and defend yourself, present your manifesto. If you can convince the people to go vote, the people do their research and see that you don't have any corruption around you, and they want to go vote for you, they will go vote for you. So if we can eliminate the basic things, vote buying, rigging, snatching and running, deal with the electoral reform, deal with the necessities, we won't have problem. I don't have any problem with them contesting. It is their right, their fundamental right. But one thing they need to understand is, what is our goal in all this thing of coming together? And with the way I'm looking at them, the essence of all this is them for themselves. Let me use this opportunity. You understand? Let's use it to see how we can. I know it beats my imagination that up to this very moment, they have not even decided on if they are zoning or not. The last time was, we are busy with some stuff, the basic structures, we are not even concentrating on that. The next move I heard, news I read on one of the outlets is, we are under pressure to zone. If you want zone, zone. If you don't want zone, no zone. It's as simple as that. The PDP, yes, even though a lot of people feel like, okay, this whole zoning thing to the south is just to benefit Tinubu, but they have zoned with all the brouhaha going on there. So what stopped what is it called, this ADC from doing so? No wonder someone alleged that, this whole thing is just packaged. Kachuku, this whole thing is just packaged, for Atiku's presidential bid. Whether it's a truth or is a lie, I seriously don't care. I don't care. What I care about is the current party that Peter Obi is still a member, is for the party to fix its house and make sure that every mole is removed. Whatever it is they are doing, they make sure that it is so tight that certain individuals who are still in their house, but not for the house, doesn't get to leak what's going on. And then the whole electoral reform thing, and this whole thing about the plan being made by INEC ahead of the rigging of the 2027 election, let them pay attention to it. You see these people here busy rooting. The only person who don't even talk about contesting and he's not interested is even Malam Nasir El-Rufai. He's the only person that is not showing interest in this coalition thing. The rest is just their own ambition. It is good though, they are doing so. I don't want to fault them for it. But I believe they should be smart enough for people who actually want a particular thing, Tinubu out of Aso Villa. I believe they should be smart enough to read the environment and know what the people want, and then see to it that they achieve their goal. I believe so, because right now I do not even blame Mama P that believes that, okay, if these people actually contest, it means that they are actually there for Tinubu. We want to give it to Amechi, we want to give, but at the end of the day, Nigerians know who they want to vote for. So even if the Nigerians that want to vote for Peter Obi give Peter Obi the vote, if INEC is made to do the correct thing, Peter Obi will still be the winner in this whole election. So that is why you see me, I know send. What I send, now we holding INEC by the balls to do the necessity. We fighting for what is necessary. Like now that they are calling attention over the plan being made by INEC ahead of 2027. Let me read out the report, being carried out about the ADC reacting to this whole thing, and of course how, some of the evidence have been reacting to it on social media space. The Independent National Electoral Commission and opposition political parties yesterday disagreed over alleged irregularities in the ongoing voters pre-registration exercise and figures coming out. According to the African Democratic Congress ADC, People's Democratic Party PDP, Labour Party LP, and former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the new voters pre-registration figures showing massive listing in the southwest and specifically Osun State compared to other parts of the country is worrisome and portends danger for the 2027 polls. But INEC said it is normal going by past record. Meanwhile, forensic experts in the country have declared their readiness to help the commission address the disparities. There is nothing extraordinary about the online pre-registration data released by the commission. Nothing can be further from the truth, Chief Press Secretary to the INEC chairman, Mr. Rotimi Oyekami, said in a statement. INEC maintained that it is not its responsibility to speculate on why one state records more registrants than others, but assured Nigerians of its commitment to transparency. The ADC warned that the 2027 general elections could be compromised if the statistically impossible voter registration figures released by the electoral umpire are not urgently addressed. In a statement by its national Publicity Secretary Malam Bolaji Abdullahi, the party said the figures from Osun State and the Southwest Zone defied historical patterns and demographic realities, raising doubts about the credibility of the electoral process. According to the ADC, INEC's report showed that Osun State recorded 393,269 pre-registration in just 1 week. The party pointed out that this figure was higher than the 275,815 new voters recorded in the state over the entire 4-year period between 2019 and 2023. Even at its peak of political mobilization in 2022, Osun has never produced more than 823,124 voters cast in a governorship election. Now, by some miracle, nearly 20% of all eligible adults in the state has rushed to register. This is not just unusual, it is statistically impossible, the statement read. The ADC also noted that the Southwest Zone alone accounted for 848,359 pre-registrations, representing 67% of the national total. By comparison, the Southeast recorded just 1,998 pre-registration, while 5 states, Ebonyi, Imo, Enugu, and Abia and Adamawa recorded a combined total of 4,153. These fantastic figures suggest either another technical glitch in INEC's digital registration system or a more troubling possibility of deliberate manipulation of data to prepare the ground for a sinister agenda in the coming elections. In either case, INEC has explanations to give, Abdullahi said, warning that the voters' registration forms the foundation of elections. The ADC stressed that anomalies in the data would undermine public trust in the democratic process. We must be clear, the voters register is the foundation of the entire electoral process. If the foundation is compromised, it raises questions about the integrity of the elections. Nigerians still remember the bitter consequences of flawed voter rolls and technical glitches in the past elections. Our democracy cannot withstand another one, the party cautioned. The ADC called on INEC to urgently conduct and publish a forensic audit of the first week registration data, including a state-by-state breakdown of both physical and online registration. It also urged the Commission to release server logs, bandwidth, distribution records, and regional access reports for the registration portal. The party further invited the international community to take an early interest in the development and warned that ignoring such red flags could destabilize the country. On its part, the LP expressed worry over yet to be refuted claims that the INEC was already pandering the whims of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC ahead of the 2027 elections. According to the LP, there are concerns that the electoral management body is giving preference to states in regions they believe are strongholds of the ruling party in the ongoing voters registration exercise. Interim National Publicity Secretary of the party, Tony Akeni, in a telephone chat with Vanguard, said, "We call on all Nigerians of goodwill in the civil society, the media, and political space to be vigilant. Reports reaching us indicate frightening attempt to rig the 2027 elections before election day." In like manner, the PDP expressed concerns over suspicious figures emerging from the ongoing continuous voters registration exercise, warning that weak institutions and political manipulation can undermine the credibility of Nigeria's 2027 elections. PDP Deputy National Legal Advisor Mr. Okechukwu Osoha, in a chat with Vanguard, described the sharp rise in new registration in some states, particularly Osun, as an anomaly that reflects deep flaws in the country's governance structures. Now, some individuals like His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has also reacted, to this whole INEC registration matter. But you can visit the Vanguard, for further reading on this. I'm going to take a few social media reactions before we head back to the video to wrap this up. I tell you the truth, I won't be surprised if, the whole alarm being raised by the opposition, leaders is actually what it is, like being carried out by INEC. I won't be surprised, because that institution, they have become something else, and there is no way we can trust them. Now let me take some social media reactions before we head back to wrap this up. Dr. Joseph Honora saying, "We need some obedient lawyers to sue INEC so they can come forward with a forensic audit of what is going on in the Osun State CVR. This is a dangerous precedent that is about to be set." Femo Lala saying 2027 election rigging has started already. This was the template Yahaya Bello used in Kogi, inflated the figures from his region to overshadow the other regions and render them inconsequential. INEC must be stopped. If not, the 2027 election is already lost to Tinubu. And I will have Gaboni saying, "Dear Archpeter Obi, this is rigging in advance. Things like this should be escalated even up to international media. We can't lose in 2027. People's lives are at stake. Please, no sleeping on the bicycle. INEC cannot continue these brazen irregularities. Enough should be enough." At Bolaji ADC. My opinion, it would be nice if these people will stop chasing more of the shadow, concentrate on the core thing. It's not as if every other thing they're talking about is irrelevant, but I believe the core thing now should be monitoring of INEC, making sure that everything that borders on INEC, that has to do with INEC and the 2027 election, is being handled right now. It will be too late to start talking about these things mid or even 2026. Now that they see a long time ahead, this is the best time they unanimously raise this voice. All this way today, they shout, "I will not come down for anybody, I will not do something for anybody." It's even irrelevant too. It's irrelevant. It's not as important as what Nigerians are raising alarm to now, raising alarm on. And that's what they have noticed. Okay, the INEC themselves, since they claim, okay, this is the norm, why don't they allow for a forensic audit of this whole thing? After all, a firm don't offer to do so. So what's the big deal in it? If Nigerians have noticed what is going on, especially coming from the southeast region, it means therefore that there's something really, really wrong, and INEC is really cooking up something dangerous. Because they're not going to tell me, say, "Oh, for that side there, oh, people know they're interested, oh, see how it be." This is just one of the things, that we are going to see. Because I believe there is more to come. Before the 2023 presidential election, sure, we saw videos of, people's PVC piled up in some places. And you get to ask yourself, how did it leave the custody of INEC to find themselves in those areas where they were found? How? So at the end of the day, the problem is even INEC. I want to believe that Peter Obi is trying to do something about this, because me self, the thing they annoy me. They annoy me. See, it's not about talking about it alone, raising alarm about it on social media space. It's about, okay, making sure that, okay, action is being taken. If they want Nigerians to rise up to it, we are ready to rise up to it. Now that we are talking about it, let them also join. If the Tinubu government want to arrest opposition party, they should get ready to arrest Tayo, because a lot of Nigerians, they ready, they prepared. A lot of Nigerians fully prepared for if now what they want. Because we can't have all these things happening and people will be expected to keep quiet about the whole thing. And then when it's 2023, bam, 2027 rather, the whole thing will just play before us like film like this. No. From the registration to the vote buying to the electoral whatever, grabbing and snatching, all these things are being mapped out. Of course, you still see people's PVC on in public domain. Outside like this, how they go take live in a custody, we no go know. We'll still see these things play out. Because the carelessness of INEC, or should I say deliberate attempt of INEC, will still happen. It will still be displayed. So these things that just build up, can they concentrate on this thing? They are mentioning that is so interested in running for presidency, seeing that Nigerians have really shown acceptance to the ADC, thinking it's because of him. I hope he understands that, okay, this is what they are doing. He better raise his voice to all this. Now here we won't see that green nature. Make all of them stand up now, because Nigerians really want a change. Tinubu will not kill all of us before our time. God forbid. Tinubu and APC will not kill us before our God-ordained time with hardship. So they should raise a voice. INEC matter, they're very important. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon. The moment you subscribe, that way you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you so much, guys, for the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy your Sunday. I'm super grateful for all the love and all the support. See you guys in my other videos.